So, there's this game called inZOI, an upcoming life simulation game with hyper-realistic graphics, open-world gameplay, active careers, drivable cars, and more from the South Korean game publisher Krafton. It is set to release by the end of this year on PC only for now and requires monstrous specs for it to be playable. A few weeks ago, many videos have popped up by a select number of YouTubers that apparently have acquired early access of the game. And there was also a free character creator demo of inZOI that was released on August 21st this year, and it was only available for 5 days. Now, the demo cannot be accessible, but I happened to get my hands on the demo for a short while and I just had the time to work on the video to show it to you guys. Hello guys, this is Abi aka onlyabidoang, and today I'm gonna be trying out inZOI character creator demo and take a look at what it has to offer. Keep in mind that anything that will be shown here may be subject to change in the actual full game. So here we are at the main menu. Oh look, there's a kitty just chilling there. And yes, you can pet it. To create a new Zoe, yeah, that's what they call the people in this game, just click on the new game button, and now let's name our Zoe. I'll stick with my usual character name. After hitting enter, we're greeted with this. The first thing you'll notice is the hyper-realistic graphics. It might not come across perfectly on this video due to compression, but it's very impressive, especially when you try to zoom in on the character details. No wonder this game requires such high specs. That said, I get that hyper-realism isn't everyone's cup of tea, so if you're not into realistic-looking characters, inZOI might not be the life sim game for you. Personally, I'm all about the gameplay, but since this is just the character creator demo, I'll reserve full judgment regarding the actual gameplay until the game's official release. Okay, back to the character creation. In this demo, the age groups that we can create are child, young adult, middle-aged, and finally senior. Pretty interesting that there are 2 separate stages for older Zoes. Teenagers are not available in this demo, but some early access players have shown teenage Zoes in their gameplay, so it's probably still in development here. Not sure about toddlers, but there's this younger life stage shown in some gameplay footage that may be considered as toddlers. Alright, back to the demo. There's the option to change the gender to be male and female, which changes their body frame. There's also the option to set their gender and sexual identity, but apparently it's still not ready yet in this demo. And for the trait, there are 18 of them this time around, like dreamer, perfectionist, artistic, socialite, collaborator, etc. And apparently you can only pick this one personality type for each Zoes instead of picking multiple traits or have like a slider system for their personalities. There's also the description and benefits for each personality in-game. I'm gonna go with Explorer this time. There's also this Desired Life tab that is still in development. It's probably gonna be something like the Zoe's Aspirations. Then there's this Studio option to customize the background and lighting of the character creator section to however you like. The default one is this empty white background, but there are also these fully 3D modeled rooms as well, like this bedroom, this endless horizon, this gas station with neon lights, and this basketball court. But yeah, it can also make the game a bit slower too depending on your PC. You can also modify the background's color however you like using color wheels. Oh yeah, color wheels are everywhere in this game, and from now on, every customizable aspects in this demo will have color wheels always available. Pretty neat. You can also customize the lighting position and color that lights the Zoe for both the main light and backlight to however you like. You can also edit this fill light for the background right here. Additionally, you can also set the poses and facial expressions for your Zoes while editing them. This can be very useful to have them stay still or for screenshots. Keep in mind that male and female Zoes have different sets of poses. Oh, and you can press Ctrl plus Shift plus U on your keyboard to hide the user interface so you can have better screenshots. Alright, now let's take a look at all there is to offer in terms of creating and editing your Zoe's appearance. First is the Zoe presets category, where you can select pre-made Zoes that the game has made for players. There's a huge selection here, and each gender has their own unique presets with its own appearance and outfits. I'm just gonna choose this guy right here as a start in creating my own Zoe. Next is the face category, and there's a ton of things to cover here. Like the Zoe presets, there are also face presets as well that you can choose. Keep in mind that this only affects their physical appearance, not outfits. And like before, male and female Zoes have their own selection of face presets to choose from. I'm gonna stick with his original face for now. Oh, and don't worry, if you mistakenly change something when adding a Zoe, there's the undo and redo buttons. Now we get to the hairstyles, and in this demo, there are 47 types of hairstyles in total, and all of them are available for both male and female ZOIs. And yeah, just like the overall art style, they all have realistic models with visible strands of hair if you zoom into them. Additionally, you can customize the color of all these hairstyles with color wheels. For most of the hairstyles, you can only set one base color, but there are some hairstyles where you can edit more than one aspect of the hair color, like the subcolors and highlights. There's also this checkbox where you can apply this color to all hairstyles in your body if checked. Also, some of these hairstyles have hair physics. Yup, realistic hairstyles won't be complete without actual physics. Since you can go to live mode in this demo, you can play some of the animations available in this creator demo to take a look at the hair physics in action. Yeah, look at that ponytail go! We'll talk about these playable animations later. And for this ZOI that I'm making, I'm gonna go with this hairstyle. Now we get to the facial hairs. ZOIs can have separate mustache and beard, where there are 4 types of mustaches and 3 types of beards in this demo. You can also use color wheels to customize both of them separately. Unfortunately, facial hair selection isn't available for female ZOIs in this demo. And for my ZOI, I won't make him any facial hair. After that is the skin category. There are several skin complexion presets to choose from, but like usual, you can customize it to your liking either with these pre-made natural colors that you can pick or with color wheels of all shades for more accuracy. Keep in mind that these presets right here actually have different skin textures each, so they will have a different look to it even if you set them to have the exact same skin color. You can also go crazy and try out any unnatural colors for your ZOI skin tone using the color wheel. Oh, I almost forgot to mention this, color wheels can also be set using hex code that you can type in manually. Once you found a custom color, it can also be saved into the saved color palette so you can select that same color for other customizable parts of your ZOIs. Still in the skin category, there are also these sliders here that you can adjust for additional details for your ZOI skin, from brow crease, cheeks, smile lines, chin cleft, eye bags, nasal bridge, lip line, and jawline. There's also this skin glow slider, which kinda makes your ZOI look a lot sweatier if you increase it. So for my ZOI here, he's gonna have this skin complexion. Next are the eyes. First is the iris category. There are many different types of iris presets to choose from, and as usual, you can also customize them freely with color wheels where you can adjust the color for the inner and outer iris. Some eye presets also have different kinds of looks, textures, and some even have unnatural ones, like this cat eye, this eye with star-shaped pupils, and many other bizarre-looking eyes. You can also adjust your ZOI's iris size, the color ratio of the 2 iris layers, pupil size, and the blending of the iris color. So for him, I'm gonna choose these dark brown eyes. Still in the eye category, we get to the eyebrows. There are only 12 eyebrows to choose from for both male and female ZOIs, and yeah, it also looks pretty hairy because of the realism. You can also use color wheels to customize its color as usual, and there's this slider here to set your eyebrows intensity. Next are eyelashes. There are 2 types of eyelashes for male ZOIs and 5 types for female ZOIs, where they have much thicker and longer eyelashes compared to male ZOIs. This can also be customized using the color wheel. You can also remove your eyelashes and eyebrows from your ZOIs as well. For my ZOI, I'm gonna keep this eyelash on. So let's move on to the makeup category now and see what it has to offer. So the types of makeup that you can give to your ZOIs are highlighters, blushes, eyeshadows, eyeliners, and lipsticks. There are 11 types of makeup options for each part, and all of these are customizable in their own ways with color wheels and various sliders. For highlighters, you can adjust their tone up, glow, and contour and adjust each of its intensity. For the blush, you can edit the blush itself, noise, and freckles, and adjust each of its intensity and gloss. For the eyeshadow, there are 3 parts that you can color and you can edit its intensity and gloss as well. For eyeliners, you can edit its eyeshadow, the upper and lower eyeline, and also each of its intensity and gloss. And for lipstick, you can edit the color of the 2 lipstick parts and also its lip gloss and to edit the level of its intensity, gloss, and wrinkles. I don't know if you guys have noticed from my footage here, but I don't think I'm the right guy if we're talking about makeup, so I won't apply it to my ZOI. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna add a little bit of lipstick to my Zoe here so he has a more accurate lip color. After that, we're taking a look at the face shape customization of this part of the game. So, as you can see, you'll see these points that appear around your Zoe's face when you hover over it. And similar to The Sims 4, apparently you can modify their face by dragging around these points and shape it to whatever you like. From nose, cheeks, jaws, neck, chin, eyes position and rotation, brows, ears, and face position. You can also change the camera to the side view to modify your Zoe side profile. There is no face shape presets for each of these face parts though. And then there's the detailed edit mode, where you can modify smaller parts of your Zoe's face, from their nose shape, eye shape, eyelids, eyelashes position, brow shape, upper and lower lip shape, earlobes, and many others. One of the features of this mode that I find very intriguing is the symmetry mode checkbox. If you uncheck it and then edit one side of your Zoe's face, the other side won't be synced, meaning that you can create a symmetrical face for your Zoes. That's a pretty great addition actually. Anyway, after 2 hours of intricate editing, this will be my Zoe's face. Looks familiar already? Before going to the next category, once you've customized all this and want it to be saved, you can go to the face preset menu, click the save button, and the face that you've created will be available to be chosen in this preset catalog. Now let's take a look at how you can modify your Zoe's body. First are the two sliders here, which are muscle and body weight. Body weight adjusts your Sim's body mass, while muscle adjusts your muscle shape and definition. For body hairs, instead of selecting different types of body hair appearance, they're edited through the sliders right here, where you can adjust the intensity of your Zoe's body hair on the chest, arm, and legs area. You can also customize its color as well. Unfortunately, body hair sliders aren't available for female Zoes in this demo. Like shaping your Zoe's face, you can also shape your Zoe's body by dragging these points around. You can adjust the shape of their neck, shoulders, upper and lower arms, hips, belly area, thighs, lower legs, chest, breasts for women, and buttocks. I do feel that the body shape customization here is a bit too limited in scale, but it still gets the job done nonetheless. Alright, I finalized my Zoe's body shape. Let's take a look at the clothing and how they work now. In this demo, there are a handful of clothing to choose from for your Zoes. Like the face, there are also many pre-made outfit presets that have been set from head to toe, and you can simply pick one for your Zoe to wear. Like the face preset, once you've created an outfit combination of your choice, you can also save it as a custom preset so that it'll be saved into this preset catalog. I really like this custom preset feature, it's pretty handy. There's this other category called Clo NMD, and it contains a selection of outfits made by designers using the 3D fashion designer software, Clo and Marvelous Designer. These outfits are unique by themselves and cannot be combined with other clothing. Now we're gonna be taking a look at the individual clothing items. First are tops, and it ranges from shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops, and vests. There's also a separate category for outerwear which can be combined with worn tops. This includes coats, windbreakers, jackets, cardigans, zip-ups, and outer vests. For bottoms, it includes pants, shorts, and miniskirts. Sets include jumpsuits, swimsuits, mini dresses, and long dresses. Additionally, sets can still be worn together with outerwear clothing as well. Accessories include socks, shoes include heels, boots, slippers, loafers, and sneakers. There are also underwears which include tops and bottoms. These can still be worn with other outfits, but it won't be visible until the other outfits are taken off. And like most of the stuff I've mentioned, you can also customize their outfit with color wheels, specifically clothing items with this color wheel icon. Some outfits have multiple parts that can be colored differently each. And besides that, this is probably the best feature in this part of the game, you can even use images that you've saved in your computer as patterns for your clothing. You might think that they would not look right at first, but turns out that these patterns can even be customized as well. You can adjust the scale, the positioning, and the gloss of the patterns you've added. The possibilities for your outfit truly are endless now. You can even apply different patterns for each customizable parts of the clothing. So here I added the traditional batik pattern from my home country, Indonesia. Can't believe I can make my Zois wear this without any mods. Or if you feel extra narcissistic today, you can put a picture of yourself here. You do you. Besides saved images, apparently you can also insert AI-generated texture for your clothing using text prompt. My computer doesn't support it at the moment because it requires certain specifications, but here's some footage of it in action. And personally, I still think that generative AI in particular isn't a good practice since it's trained on actual art made by other artists, and unless they get the permission for it from these artists, I feel that it's kind of a disappointing aspect to be included here. Besides custom patterns, you can also create your own custom clothing in a way. In this menu, for male Zois, you can create custom tops and bottoms. Here you can modify each part of the clothing, such as the color, the sleeves, and the bottom portion of the shirt from a selection of options, and you can then combine them into your own clothing. For pants, you can only edit the waist area and the length of the pants. Once done, you can save it and it will then appear in this category right here. You can even customize the color and pattern of the created outfit like usual. Meanwhile, female Zois seem to have much wider variety in terms of custom outfit options compared to male Zois. I mean, look at these options for the sleeves, colors, and the bottom part of the shirt alone. There's also the option to edit skirts for female Zois. Oh, and one more thing to note is that some of these outfits also has physics as well, especially the dresses and skirts, and it's pretty impressive. It's more noticeable when they perform extreme movements like dances here. In general, some of the outfits here are unisex and can be worn by both male and female Zois, but certain pieces remain exclusive to female Zois. For example, skirts, swimsuits, and dresses can only be worn by female Zois, even though high heels are available for both for some reason. This may change in the future, as this is still a demo. Also, it seems that each Zoe cannot have more than one outfit in their wardrobe. There doesn't even appear to be an outfit category either, like for pajamas, swimwear, or formal wear in this demo. I'm not sure if this is just because it's still in development or if it will carry over to the final game, but it's worth noting. I also noticed some issues where the clothes can sometimes be observed clipping through the Zoe's body in certain body builds, so I really hope this will be fixed in the future as well. And even though you can have endless creativity with the whole custom pattern feature, I also think the clothing designs could need more variety, especially for male Zoes. And for my Zoe, I'm a basic ass guy, so here's his final outfit, just a plain simple shirt and pants. Now we move on to accessories. There are plenty of accessories that can be worn by your Zoes in this demo. These include hats, eyewears, necklaces, earrings, hair accessories, and fingernails. Yup, fingernails are here and there are a ton of options to choose from. All of these are customizable by using color wheels as well as the custom texture too. And yeah, even your Zoe's fingernails can have custom textures. I don't wear glasses anymore, so I won't add glasses to my Zoe. And here's the final look for my Zoe self. It's somewhat based on my actual look in real life, like my sim self, and I'm gonna save this preset too, so it'll be saved here. Now I'm gonna take a closer look at other age groups that are accessible in this demo, starting with children. They have their own poses, presets, and outfits to choose from, but it seems that in this demo, you cannot edit their face and body shape with the usual dragging feature, so you can only pick from one of these presets. You can still edit their hairstyle, eyes, skin tones, makeup, outfits, etc., but they will also have smaller number of options to choose from compared to older Zoes. And now for older Zoes, like this middle-aged and senior Zoe, they have their own unique Zoe presets that fit great with their age. They will also have visible wrinkles and skin details that look pretty incredible graphics-wise if you zoom into it to take a look. And one more thing, let's take a look at these options above. First is this filter option, where you can change the whole look of this game, like this cartoony style if you're not a fan of the realistic touch, this black and white filter, sunset filter, pixelized, fisheye lens, drawing, posterized, and thriller. These filters will also be available outside of this character creator mode as shown in videos from early access players. Next is the photo mode. This is like the more advanced version of the studio mode where you can take pictures of your Zoes in specific angles, expressions, and animations or poses. There are many types of facial expressions and animations to choose from here compared to the ones in the studio, like this money gun animation, or the many different dances that you can have your Zoe to perform. And yes, even the frail seniors can bust the move with these energetic animations. You can also press pause to halt the animation, take a picture, and then have the picture be saved into your computer. There are some options here for the camera, like changing the frame ratio of the picture and switching between portrait and landscape mode, each with different depth of field. You can also customize this manually by changing the FOV and DOF with sliders, or remove the background. Filters are also available in this mode, and as always, you can hide the UI and take some great shots with this as well. The dances are so hypnotizing, man, whoa. And finally, there's a feature that lets you use facial capture to animate your Zoe's face using your own facial movements via your phone. I couldn't get it to work for some reason, but here's a clip from another YouTuber where it looks pretty seamless. I have a feeling that this feature could be a game changer for VTubers in the future. I think that's all there is to talk about for the entire character creator. Besides my Zoe self, I also decided to create our hateable icon in this channel that some of you should recognize, Emily. That's right, Emily is here too. Apparently, causing mayhem in The Sims wasn't enough for her, so now she's ready to wreak havoc in inZOI as well. Damn it, Emily! Now that I've created these two Zoes, I could really use a place where I can share them to others so they can use them as well. And that's where the canvas comes in. The canvas is essentially a hub where you can upload and share your creations, whether it be Zoes or buildings once the full game gets out, with other players online. You can follow other users, see which creations are currently trending, and download creations by other players and check it out for yourself. In this demo, only Zoes can be downloaded. To upload your Zoes to the canvas, you need to have a picture of it first, and that's where the photo mode comes in. You can choose up to 3 pictures, choose whether to share the entire Zoe, the face presets, and or the outfit preset, name your creation, and once it's been filled, post it publicly. I have uploaded my Zoe self and Emily to the canvas so that we can access them again once the full game gets released. Also, I can't seem to find any search bar in the canvas, so it may be pretty hard to find certain creations by others later. I hope it'll be included. With all that said and done, I'm finished creating my Zoe. Let's complete this process. And turns out that you can only create one Zoe per household in this demo. Never mind that then, let's create this family and see how far can we go into completion. Oh, so I got this world creation permit for some reason. Will I really be able to check out the worlds here? Let's see. Oh wow, we've reached the world selection already, and turns out there are various cities to choose from. First is Bliss Bay, which is based on coastal cities in the USA, maybe something like LA. Then there's Dowon, which is based on Seoul, a city in South Korea with high-rise buildings and cultural landmarks. And hang on, Cahaya? That sounds really familiar. Wait, it's based on Indonesia? What? I can't believe my home country is being represented in this game. This is insane! Cahaya means light in Indonesian, and from the preview, it looks like it's inspired by smaller beachside towns, maybe like Lombok, the Maluku Islands, Banda Neira, or similar places. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. I just hope it's not overly touristy like Bali. According to some early access footage, only Bliss Bay and Dowon are playable at the moment, while Cahaya is still in development. Fingers crossed it'll be ready when the game launches, so you won't have to wait too long. There are also 2 other cities listed here, Brusimo and Goldenfield, but there's no info or pictures for these ones yet, probably because they're still in the very early stages of development and might not be ready yet. So, what happens if I select one of these cities? Ah, okay, looks like this is as far as we can go in this demo. I guess that's it for now. Again, I cannot comment on the actual gameplay of it right now since the only thing I saw are from the early access footage from other players, so I'm just gonna wait till I get my hands on the full game first. So what do you think about inZOI so far from this demo alone? Feel free to share your thoughts down in the comments down below. Thank you so much guys for watching, hope you liked this video, and if you do, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. See you later!